I am here with
Fred Lamb.
Fred Lamb. Fred, what are we going to be doing today?
We are going to be hosting...
We're going to be live streaming, and that's it. Fred's done talking.
Alright, shut up.
Look at Fred. Look at Fred.
You want ice cream?
I'd love some ice cream, Fred.
Ice cream sandwich? Or you can have some Ernest ice cream, which is freaking good. Freaking good.
Fred, what's happening over here?
Oh, it's just three happy men. Being really happy up there.
I wanna feel the love that James Brown did when he got standing ovations on his gig. I wanna feel free like a bird in the sky when he opened his wings to fly on by to the beat of my silent drum that is kicking me till I'm numb.
What is up, Dan fam, and welcome. So in this particular video, I have Fred here yet again, and he's going to show you how to growth hack into Shopify and start making anywhere from $200 to $500 every single day. And this video is catered to my beginner crowd out there. And Fred, let's just dive right into it.
All right, so thank you for having me here again. So let's dive right into what we call the 5-step system that not only me, but a lot of students of mine have been using that's getting tremendous success. One of the craziest one is one of my students actually built a 7-figure store now, all because of the 5-step system, which again, it's actually a lot more simpler than what you guys think. Okay, scratch out all the noise. It's actually easy. You just have to follow the steps correctly and to actually test it and to actually find products. So with that, let me actually jump to the scribble pad right here and I'll walk you through exactly how that works. Let me go to here. All right, there you go. All right, so 5 steps really fast. Step number 1, you want to make sure that you have a web presence, okay? Now, what I mean by having a web presence, obviously thanks to Shopify, we have the ability to actually have an e-commerce store up. Did I spell present right? No, right? Presence.
Yeah, you spelled it right.
I spelled it right. All right,
Good job,
you need to
buddy.
have a web present, and to be more specific, have it with Shopify because it's the easiest for you to actually work with your customers and tracking number and all those other fun stuff. Now, here's the craziest part, right? Once you actually have all this done, and if you can actually get on YouTube, watch these stuff, I'll tell you that you're 50% there. Seriously, it's that easy. If you can actually do something with PowerPoint, you're literally there. But I'll cover that in just a minute. So step 1, having web presence. Step 2 is obviously having products to sell. Now, with the products, there's a lot of sources that you can actually get products on. Now, obviously, Dan and I am a huge fan of AliExpress. There are other places like DHgate, Doba.com that can actually give you the ability to actually simply arbitrage the inventory. Now, what I call arbitraging the inventory is simply drop shipping. Because for you, if you want to minimize your risk, you don't want to actually go out and buy thousands of inventories right away. What you want to do is ride the wave of the e-commerce world, which is projected to transact $4.4 trillion by 2021. So in 3 years, $4 trillion for you to actually get access to. And obviously, thanks to the e-commerce world right now, you don't actually have to have any inventory. So that's why I teach a specific method, which is inventory arbitrage. That's why I call it, because you arbitrage the inventory from your manufacturer. Then, step number 3 is obviously traffic, right? If you have a store, if you have products with their image, with the description, the next step is you got to get people to actually go to your website. The mentality of build it and they will come is absolutely false. What you want to do is invest into traffic to actually get your products in front of audience that will most likely buy your product. And I'll show you a specific hack that I have inside step number 3 on finding that audience, how to stalk them, how to find out what they want, who they are, and going from there. Then we go into step number 4. Now, here's the reality. A lot of people just stop at step number 3. They have their store up, they have products up, and they just run traffic, and that's it. But if you want to really scale up and really afford the more expensive Facebook dollars right now thanks to competition, you actually have to do something called the profit multiplier. Now, the profit multiplier consists of several things. Number one is you gotta build a sales funnel wrapping around your product. When a person actually come in and buy, let's say, a wallet, chances are they would buy a complimentary product to the wallet. It's just like McDonald's. When you go to McDonald's, when you're just looking for a burger, they'll ask you flat out, do you want fries with that? Asking these small questions and building that sales funnel will give you more profit and more revenue that you can actually afford to go into deeper advertising and scaling up your store.
So now we know what you really think of my audience. The truth comes out. You think everyone here is unhealthy, Fred.
I'm not saying that. It's just an easy analogy to have, right? Everyone knows that. So step number 5, I call it the rinse and repeat. Now, there are several options that you can do with the rinse and repeat. Number 1, you can build a complete e-commerce empire, and number 1, you can actually sell it out, or you can have multiple sources of income. Let's say you going after the yoga niche, you going after the men's accessory niche, you're going after the let's say the kitchen niche and all those other stuff. And imagine each of these generates $1,000 a month. Okay, let's be realistic. It generates $1,000 a month. If 3 combined, that's $3,000 in a given month, and that's basically more money than a typical job at McDonald's. I'm using McDonald's again. I'm not saying you guys are unhealthy, I'm just saying McDonald's. And going from there. So at the end of the day, you can also go down the route, what we call the legacy route, and really building a brand and start scaling from there. So there's different ways. Now there's another option, which is selling it out. I actually have a student that actually built a store for 3 months through everything that I teach, and he sold it for $20,000, and I was like, wow, that's like amazing. That is amazing, right?
Just all that cash just coming to you.
Yeah.
So in one shot.
In one shot.
We did that as well. I sold a store for $27,000.
Oh really? Oh yeah. Your first story.
Yep.
Yes. And I will tell you, a lot of people.
We only had it for 30 days.
Oh yeah, for 30 days.
30, we sold on the 31st day. In the first, I think it was the first 3 to 4 days, we got it to $300 a day, and the week after that, $500, and then it was like $1,000 after a day for after the second week and so on, and then we sold it for $27,000.
Oh wow!
On the 31st, yeah. So.
Oh wow, that's fast. When I heard 3 months, I think that was fast already. Now you did in like 31 days. That's even
31.
Holy crap, that's super fast. So again, it depends on what you want. One of my e-commerce store got evaluated right now for got over 10 mil right now, but I'm just trying.
Is that why you have plaques everywhere for ink?
Yeah.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
And
you can't hide stuff from me, Fred.
Trying to keep building it up from there. But again, there's different strategies that you can do and going from there. But I do have to say one thing. In step number 5, there's going to be a big transition in the space right now for e-commerce into having digital products and e-commerce marriage right now.
Yep.
And mark my word, it's gonna happen. I've been saying this to my audience for the past several months. You actually can see some things happening with our industry.
I've been preaching this for literally months now, where there's going to be this bondage of digital and physical that come together. You know why? Because if you're selling cooking mitts, you know how you can go out there and make even more money when you have an email series, and 2 emails in, you're promoting a PDF, a digital product on cooking recipes. You already know they're into cooking because they bought cooking mitts. Now they maybe perhaps promote a cooking PDF to them for $40, where that's all profit for you because there's no overhead. Vice versa, if you're selling a digital product, that's $40, right? And it's in the cooking niche. What stops you from going out there and upselling cooking mitts, right? So there's gonna be a big massive cross that not a lot of people are seeing, and I still think, Fred, to this day, people when I say this, people are just like, yeah, okay, and it's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and for somebody, even not me, somebody who's in a contender, okay, for the Forbes 30 under 30, somebody that's freaking. Let me grab this. Show the name, don't worry. Or over here, Inc. 5000, one of the fastest growing companies in North America, right over here, okay, his company. If it's coming from him now, not even my mouth, you need to take this serious, okay? So there's going to be a very, very big merger. A lot of people, in fact, I've preached about this before, even with Mark Ling, and my audience knows Mark as well, and nobody really took that too serious because everyone's still focused on this whole on this whole mindset of a ton of money with physical products, there's going to be a very, very big crossover. It's going to be a mixture because you can hook people in with physical and then upsell them on all digital. You can hook them in with digital and then upsell them all on physical. So there's going to be a very big crossover.
Well, their crossover is happening right now. I know several big companies myself that has been doing like 8 figures a year.
Wow.
Having that marriage in place. But anyways, yeah, that's step number 5, and that's what it is all about. So again, it's really easy. It's not as hard as it is. And one of the most important things is to really focus on testing different products, what is really picking up, getting the data analysis, let the data tell you the story, how you can actually increase more sales, how can you increase conversion, how can you use the profit multiplier to actually increase your revenue for your store, and all those other fun stuff. So that's the 5 steps.
So those are the 5 steps, and here's what I want you to do right now, okay? So in the description right down below, there's a link. And this little link, if you click on it, it'll make you about $3,000 every single 32 seconds, okay? So totally kidding. It's not going to do that. However, okay, what it will do is it will take you to a page that will allow you to register for our workshop. Actually, my workshop, and I asked Fred to come on live, okay? It's going to be anywhere from 2 to 3 hours worth of him teaching you how to go out there, start a store. And I said this in the last video, and I'm going to put you on the spot again. I asked him in the car, I was like, Fred, is it possible for you to go ahead and get a store up and running with funnels in it, products, and have the products be auto-fulfilled when somebody orders? Not click a button and watch it all populate in front of your face. No, it happens all in the back. Fred, can you do this? And he said, yeah, I can do it. I can do it in 17 minutes. And I said, oh, okay, Fred, now I'm going to tell everybody that you can do it in 17 minutes. I'm actually putting him on the spot. And you're going to be able to come watch live as he builds a store, 17 minutes, has all products populated in his store, has auto-fulfillment, has funnels in his store. And you're going to be able to see exactly how he does it. You're going to learn how he advertises. You're going to literally see his entire business model. There's a reason why he gets stuff like this, okay? And this plaque is like everywhere through his office. His freaking almost 10,000 square foot office. I walk in and I look at him and I said, it's a pretty big office. And then he walks back into some freaking cave and I just look down this dark hallway. I'm like, what is this? He's like, oh, we're expanding. And I'm like, expanding? I was like, this is an extra 4,000 square feet. He's like, yeah, it's for my e-commerce company. I was like, wow. So if there's somebody you want to learn from, it's Fred. Okay, it's Fred. So right now in the description down below, there's a link for you to register for this workshop. And I can't emphasize this more than ever, is that there's a massive pivot happening in e-commerce. You're either going to learn about it from people that are actually doing it firsthand, Fred, or you can go ahead and keep enjoying and watching, maybe other people's YouTube videos misleading you on that dropshipping is still going to be the way it is or the way it was maybe a year back. So you have one of 2 options to follow right now. Register for this workshop, learn what's working now, take action, actually see it for yourself. Or number 2 is continue down what you're doing. Keep watching those YouTube videos. Keep going through trial and error, spending thousands of dollars. And guess what? Nobody likes to lose. I can only imagine how much money you've lost already just going out there, just testing a bunch of things. If you're done with that, if you actually want something that works, if you actually want a strategy to follow, come and register for this workshop right now. All right? So again, Fred, thanks a bunch, buddy.
No problem.
17 minutes, guys. I gave him 20, but he's like, I can do it in 17. I said, all right, Fred. Fine.
Well, yeah, not including the funnel. Now you're like, yeah, I want you to do
17.
the funnel. All right.
17.
I'll
Thumbs up on this video if you want to see Fred do it in 17 minutes.
I'll accept the challenge.
Thumbs up.
All right.
Thumbs up. I'm hungry.
All right,
We're going to eat.
All right.
Catch you guys there. Register now.